Hi everyone, welcome back to Mind Body Food TV. My name is Viki. I'm very grateful that you're joining me. Today I'm sitting here with my greens drink. It is a very hot January summer day here in Queensland, and it's also only a few weeks from the whole Christmas, New Year, festive food and celebration. And one of my clients is struggling with some sugar cravings, particularly because she normally eats very well. However, over Christmas, she relaxed, she indulged. While she had a great time and she didn't experience any guilt or shame, she is now struggling with sugar cravings while she readjusts back to her normal diet. So what we talked about was, what is she currently eating? Because it's the 3 p.m. slump that I know many of you are familiar with. That is what she's struggling with at the moment. So what we did was we went through what she was eating for breakfast and for lunch, because that's really important. Breakfast and lunch are actually your two major meals for the day, more so than dinner. And bear in mind, if you are a shift worker, and I work with many shift workers who are in healthcare professions, sometimes your breakfast and lunch won't be the standard 7 a.m., 12 p.m., for example. It could be later in the day when you get up, midnight when you're in the middle of your day, and early morning when you come home before you get some sleep through the day. So what I'm talking about here is your first two main meals for the day, breakfast and lunch. So the first step was to look at what she was eating for breakfast and lunch. Now breakfast, she was choosing a really fantastic brekkie for her. And she was having fruit with a chia pudding homemade and occasionally some muesli. And she said, that does me for several hours and I'm not hungry till lunch. So obviously that combination for her was A-OK, because it was giving her all of the protein, fiber, a little bit of fats and good complex carbs that she was needing to start her day. Lunchtime, what she was choosing was a salad, a protein, and some sweet potato. So we looked at this, and in comparison to her breakfast, which was sustaining her for several hours, there was something missing from her lunch. She was having great fiber and all the kinds of vitamins and minerals found in the salad she was putting together. She was having a good quality protein, and she was adding in a safe carb, which was the sweet potato. And I said to her, what about another complex carbohydrate? Something else that can work in addition to your good quality protein, your nice healthy salad and your sweet potato, but something that would give you just a little bit more sustainability for the long term over the next few hours after lunch. And then we can determine at 3 p.m, is it really a nutritional craving from the body that is wanting to have that extra sugar to give it a bit more boost of energy for the afternoon, or had it become a habit, a psychological habit even, to look at the clock at 3 p.m. and because of having that excess sugar over Christmas and the festive season, having that sort of craving need for having a little bit of something sweet in the afternoon, was it because she was missing that key component of complex carbs with the rest of her great lunch, or had it become a psychological habit to reach for the chocolate in the afternoon at 3 p.m? So yesterday she actually put this into practice. She had her fantastically balanced breakfast that suits her to a T because she is a mixed type and requires both protein and carbs. But at lunchtime, she had added in some whole grain toast. And just that little bit of whole grain toast alongside her great salad, protein and sweet potato. She said at 3 o'clock she wasn't hungry. She didn't have any cravings. However, she did recognize that there was a bit of a psychological habit that wanted to go and get the chocolate, even though she was now consciously aware that physically she was not hungry. So this little tip is something that you can apply if you're struggling with sugar cravings after overindulging over Christmas. Have a look at the kind of meals that you are eating. Do you have all of the different components in the right amount for you that is going to sustain your energy for several hours until you are hungry naturally at your next meal? It's little tweaks like this that can make all the difference. So just remember, breakfast and lunch are your major meals of the day, whenever they happen to be for you. But when you focus on having a good breakfast and a good lunch that is going to keep you satisfied with the kind of nutrients and energy sustained that you need, then you're onto a winner. Trying to figure out what that kind of ratio is sometimes a little bit tricky. To help you, sometimes what I do with certain clients is I refer them to drmccullough.com, and you can do a nutrition typing test. So this way, with the kind of meals that you know you eat that give you more energy or perhaps have the opposite effect, make you tired and heavy and lethargic, this way answering those questions, going through the little quiz, gives you a much better indication of what kind of nutrition type are you. That way you can get some sample recipes to know what you need to put together. Of course, if you need some help one-on-one, you know where to find me. I hope today's tip's been very helpful. Share it with your friends and family, and come and like us on the Facebook page and the rest of social media. I'd love to connect with you there. Take care.